Monomial common factor. So for this topic, the direction is factor a possible. So first we have an example 6x plus 3. So we're going to factor 6x plus 3. So as you can see here, you can divide 6 and 3 by 3, or it is divisible by 3. So to get the factor of this, first we're going to identify the terms. So we have 6x and 3 as the terms. So separately, we're going to get their common factors, prime factors. So we have 6x, its prime factor is equal to 2 times 3, and then the variable x. For the term, for the second term, which is 3, it is already a prime, right? So common factors, so compare the two terms and find its common factor. So we can see here it has a common factor of 3. So therefore 6x plus 3 is equal to 3, the common factor. And then after that, we're going to divide 3 to 6x and 3 to 3. So we have 6x divide 3. It is equal to 2 times 3 times x over 3. Cancel. What remains is 2x. So we'll put 2x here. And then after that, repeat the same process. 3 divided 3 is equal to 1. So plus 1. And this will be our factor. What about if we have 6x squared plus 4x? So the same pattern or the same steps, we're going to get the prime factors of 6x squared and 4x. So the prime factors of 6x squared are 2 times 3 times, and then the variables x times x. And then for 4x we have 2 times 2 and x only. So after that, we're going to identify the common factors of which the 6x squared and 4x has. So the common factors are 2, and also they have x. If you can see here, you can directly fill in. So these are the common factors, right? So you can directly put 3x, because in the 6x squared prime factors, you can put 3x, right? Because we get the common factors are 2 and x. So 3x, we'll try to put it here, and then plus 2. So this is the answer. So we can check it with the same as what we have done in the first example. So again, the common factors are 2 and x, right? And what we have done is we divided 6x squared and the common factor. We have 6x squared divide 2x. It is equal to 6. Is equal to 2 times 3 times x times x. We have 2 We have 2 times x. We'll get 2, cancel 1x. What remains is 3x. And then the same with 4x. It is equal to 2 times x. And then divided by the common factor 2 times x. So cancel. What remains is 2. We have 2. So they are just the same. So if we're going to get the prime factors and identify the common factors, you can easily just jot down the common factor, and then these are the prime factors that left. Okay. Last example, we have 5x raised to the power of 5, y raised to the power of 3 plus 7, w raised to the power of 5, z raised to the power of 2. So we're going to factor this if possible. So let's have first identify what are the terms. So we have 5x, y, and we have 7y and z. So separately, we're going to identify or expand to the prime factors. Since 5 is already a prime number, you can have 5 times its variable. So we have 5 raised to the power of x raised to the power of 5. So we'll put x 5 times and y 3 times. And 7, next is the second term, which is 7w5 z squared. So we have 7 is already a prime factor, so we have 7 w raised to the power of 5, so we'll write w 5 times and z 2 times. So as you can see here, the numbers and the variables don't have a common factor, right? X is not the same with w or z, and y is not the same with w and z. So this is not possible to factor. So you are just going, the answer of this is just the same. So we will just going to write at is 5x raised to the power of 5y raised to the power of 3 plus 7w raised to the power of 5 z squared. So the answer is this. It's not possible to factor. Binomial common factors. So for example, we have example number 1, factor if possible, 3x times x plus 8 plus 5 times x plus 8. So we can consider 3x and x plus 8 as our first term, and 5 times x plus 8 as our second term. So following what we have done in the monomial common factor, we can have 3x times x plus 8. So its prime factors are 3 times x times x plus 8. And we also have the second term, 5x plus 8. So 5 is a common factor, multiplied to x plus 8. As you can observe, we have x plus 8 as our common factor. So common factor, we will put x plus 8 together, and then 3x plus 5 together, or we'll put them on as one binomial. Okay, so x plus 8 in this equation is considered as one binomial, and then because it is considered as the common factor of these two terms. And we're just going to crush out that, write it into 1, and then what remains is 3x and 5. So this is the answer. Next example, now let's have another example. 4s multiplied to r plus u minus t multiplied to r plus u. So as you can see here, we have r plus u as our common factor, binomial common factor. So we can write it as 1. So r du. And then what remains are 4s and t. So we'll write it together also. 4s minus t. So this will be the answer. After by grouping, so we're going to group. So given mx plus my plus 2x plus 2y, so we're going to group them. So mx plus my, one group. 2x plus 2y, another group. So we'll get the monomial common factor of this. We have m multiplied to x and m multiplied to y. So the common factor is m. So bring out m, and then we're going to divide m to mx, then m to my. So the answer is x plus y. Next we have 2x and 2y. So we'll get the common factor of these two. We have 2 times x, 2 times y. So the common factor is 2. So plus, you bring out 2. And then, what remains are x plus y. So after that, we're going to proceed to the binomial common factor. Because x plus y, and you have also another x plus y. These are the common binomial. So we're going to write them as 1. X plus y. Okay. Then what remains are m plus 2. So the answer is this. X plus y multiplied to m plus 2. So as you can see, factor by grouping. First, we are going to get or to do the binomial common factor, and then after that we have this, and we can proceed to the binomial common factor, and after that we can already get the answer. So we are going to do 2 steps before going to get the answer. By grouping, it is just easy if you really understand the binomial common factor and the monomial common factor. Because for me, the factor of by grouping is just the combination of those two common factors.